beautiful day outside today. I believe it was about 30 degrees already when I was driving to the Maple building, and we're going to begin tapping trees. So just heading in here, going to grab all of our stuff, and then heading to the woods. Just stop by the Maple House quick to gear up to head out to the woods. And so the first things first, drill, obviously, we need for tapping. And then here's some of the other tools we take with us. We have drop lines, hammer, a tool for fixing lines. This is a single-handed tool. And then we have the larger ones, which I'm going to take the single-handed. Some electrical tape, just in case. Extra drill bits, in case you break any. We have our battery-powered drills with the precision tapper attached, and then a bunch of fittings. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to load up my bag, and then head to the woods.
We're tapping trees today, Nikki. It's going to be a long day. We're not leaving until it's dark out. We're starting at 6:30 in the morning.
But Warren's gonna feed us, or feed me, right?
I'm not feeding you.
What kind of operation is this?
I got a bag of cookies, Little Debbie cookies we could have. There's 5 cookies in a bag, so...
I don't know how I feel about this.
We'll probably run out of energy halfway through the day.
It'll be a long day. Here we go. In some sections, well, not even in some, in most of the areas, the snow is past my knees and probably only about like 6-8 inches from my waist. And so there's spots that I have literally fallen and I thought I was just gonna get buried in snow, and it would take forever for me to get up. I wish I had that on video. It was kind of ridiculous looking. And if you want to see why we can't wear snowshoes, it's because although some of our woods are really big and old, so there's not a lot of growth underneath, some of our woods are younger and we have a lot of brush we gotta walk through. So snowshoes or skis would just get caught up and it makes it more of a hassle. So usually we don't wear snowshoes. About midway, and there's the bottom. Pretty steep hill. It is day 1 out tapping trees, and I was not smart this morning because it's supposed to get pretty warm today, the warmest it has been since we started working in the woods. So I figured I didn't need base layers because, like I said, I usually get really hot, but I didn't account for the snow being so deep, so my legs are like popsicles. So it's actually lunchtime now. I've been out here for a while and I am starving, and like I said, my legs are frozen, so I'm actually going to run home quick, grab something to eat, put on some base layers, and then I'll be back out to continue tapping. I ran home, I ate, changed into some dry clothes, and clothes that were a little warmer. But now, of course, I overdressed because I'm sweating. But we finished up our one woods where we started, and now we are in the next woods. So I'm just walking to the lines. I already tapped a bunch, just going to the next line now. There were 11 of us out tapping today, so we got like a decent chunk done, but we still have a long ways to go. Maple season. It's exhausting, but it's one of our favorite seasons. Luckily, the woods I'm in now is one of our older woods, so there's some really big treetops and a lot of evergreens, which means there's not quite as much snow on the ground, so it's not as deep as it was where I started, thankfully. The good thing about today is that it was really warm outside, so the snow condensed a bit, melted, got packed down. Oh, running into lines here. So tomorrow is supposed to be really cold, which means it'll freeze, and I should not sink into the snow as much as I did today. So that's exciting. Whew. I just got the call to finish up and then I could go home for the day. We started pretty early this morning and it is about 5:30 now. By the time I get to my vehicle, it'll be like 5:45-ish. So I get to go home and rest up. Trust me, trudging through the snow for 10 hours a day is not easy. And I feel like I just never have a chance to catch my breath. I'm just breathing hard the whole time. It makes me feel so out of shape. If you want to feel out of shape, make sure you go hit the woods, go for a little hike, and don't try to stay on the trails. Don't want to make it easy on yourself. You know, take the path less traveled. It's a workout. But day one in the books for tapping trees. And I will be back out here again bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll see you then.